वसुधैव कुटुंबकम सनातन धर्म का मूल संस्कार तथा विचारधारा है, जो महाउपनिषद सहित कई ग्रंथों में लिपिबद्ध है। इसका अर्थ है धरती ही परिवार है, वसुधा एव कुटुंबकम। यह वाक्य भारतीय संसद के प्रवेश कक्ष में भी अंकित है। अयम निज परो वेति गणना लघु चेताम उदार चरिता नाम वसुधैव कुटुंबकम। अर्थात यह अपना है और यह वह दूसरे का है, इस तरह की गणना छोटे चित्त और विचारधारा वाले लोग करते हैं। उदार हृदय वाले लोग तो संपूर्ण धरती ही परिवार है, ऐसा मानते हैं। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम is a Sanskrit shloka in Hindu texts such as Maha-Upanishad, which means that the world is a family. Vasudhaiva means earth and Kutumbakam means family. The Kutumbakam in the Panchatantra Hitopadesh, which is received as the signature of Hindu kindness towards others, is used to foster a spirit of unconditional generosity towards others. Hey guys, this is your host and friend Usmakar Pant, welcoming all to my channel, Everything We Believe in Universe. I hope you are liking all the videos. Please do comment and share the videos. First of all, let me thank you, all my viewers who have subscribed to it and or have liked the video. Please share your comments and subscribe my channel if you want to see more. Let's take a closer and deeper study of Yoga Gurus and Sanatana Acharya Chakra. In Hinduism, there are different esoteric traditions and they mention numerous numbers and arrangements of chakras. However, in Sanatan system, there are 7 most prevalent chakras. This system of 7 chakras is the most important part or theme of the core text of the Hindu Hatha Yoga. This system and arrangement are also one of the many systems found in the oldest manuscripts of Vedas. Yoga Gurus and Sanatana Acharyas have found 7 main chakras. First, Mooladhara or the root chakra. Mooladhara means root support. This is located at the base of the spine. It is often illustrated as a red 4-petal lotus and it is connected to the earth element. Mooladhara creates and governs the 4 main urges: food, sleep, sex and self-preservation. This chakra is the baseline of functional and worldly relationships and desire. It creates a feeling of the safety. Second, Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra. Swadhisthana literally means her own abode, is placed at the pelvis. It is regularly illustrated as an orange lotus with 6 petals. And it's related to the water element, fluidity, emotions, creativity, adaptability, sexual power, and the unconscious state of mind. Third, Manipura, the navel chakra. Manipura literally means city of jewels. It's situated at the center of the body. It is usually portrayed as a downward or upward facing red triangle and it's connected with the fire element. Having a tough and strong inner fire, Agni, It can help us digest not only our food but also our life experience. Manipura's role is to maximize our energy so that we can drive or move our lives with force and determination. Manipura gives us the self confidence we need to practice and eliminate what is not useful to us and doesn't serve us and to let it go out. Anahata, the heart chakra. Anahata, literally meaning unstuck, is situated at the center of the heart. Anahata chakra is classically described as a green star with 6 points and surrounded by 12 lotus petals. On a spiritual and holy level, it's believed to be the home of the higher, infinite, unstuck, or imperishable self. Anahata is linked with the air element and with emotional qualities of a person such as love, peace, and openness. Energetically, Anahata chakra helps us capture into unconditional love. Fifth, Vishuddha, the throat chakra. Vishuddha literally means to purify, is situated close to the bottom of the throat. It is mostly described as the blue downward facing triangle within a lotus amid 16 purple petals. Vishuddha is connected with the ingredient ether or space, akasha, and with speaking one's truth. Its energetic role is to help us find genuine self-expression. Ajna, the third eye chakra. Ajna literally means control center and is situated between the eyebrows. A see-through lotus with two white petals represented. It's considered to be the whole of the mind, of consciousness and unconscious awareness. It is not linked with any element as this chakra is considered beyond the bodily element. It is held to be the center of intuition, vision, prophecy, imagination, inner knowledge, and self-assurance. The active purpose of Ajna chakra is to help us learn to know ourselves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. 7. Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Sahasrara meaning thousand petaled lotus is situated just above the crown of the head. It is believed to be the entrance into pure consciousness. It is generally described as the thousand petaled lotus with a pinkish aura and is not connected with the bodily element as it is believed to be beyond these elements. Sahasrara serves as the way of linking to celestial energy and is connected with our highest self. Sahasrara helps us work in more enlightened way, nurture self-mastery, and find an intellect of relation with all. Before moving to the next, I want to remind you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Now, get ready to know about the ancient Vedic scriptures and Vedic technology. We Indians often do not understand the deep and true meaning of the Vedas, text of the holy Vedas, and the ancient Vedic scripts written by great sages and our ancestors. Psychologically, if we look at it, any knowledge from ancient times can be easily understood by adding some personal relevance to the topic to present it through storytelling, making it interesting and easy for the student to remember. However, this concept given by our sages was not properly adopted by the future generation. It gained only a symbolic meaning without a scientific understanding and a great blow to the social, economic and spiritual spheres due to lack of understanding of the original deep knowledge. All knowledge, literature, a concept written as the message is actually as a Vedic science and technology concept. information about composition, medicine and surgery, advice on physical, mental and social health, caring for and balancing the environment, life management and work management. The main goal was to create a socially, economically, spiritually healthy society so that the country and the world could move forward with the theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam at the same time. The development of Vedic science and technology is the main reason for the growth of human civilization. India has been contributing to science and technology since ancient times. Even today, what we call traditional knowledge is actually based on scientific reasoning. Veer Savarkar wanted not only a given caste, but everyone should raise the standard of living by developing modern technology using ancient Vedic scriptures. Lokmanya Tilak studied Vedic books and gained knowledge very deeply. A dissertation can be written about this knowledge. Not only did the ancestors, sages, put this great knowledge on paper, but with great skill and planning at the same time, they put many concepts into practice. We can see various churches, metalwork, architectural beauties, mathematics, and surgical methods, and many more. The German physicist Werner Heisenberg once said about Indian philosophy, some of the ideas of quantum physics that seemed so crazy suddenly became more meaningful. The concepts of atoms, molecules, and substances can be traced back to the Vedic era. Moreover, the concepts of astronomy, metaphysics, and spirituality are also described in the ancient Vedic scriptures of the oldest Rig Veda manuscript during the Vedic period. Why have Indians built thousands so incredibly architecturally amazing temples around the world? Were they rich or enough to spend money on this venture? Yes, their eternal Sanatan Hindu culture gave them wisdom, intelligence, hard work, spirituality, and most importantly, progress in the field of research, the purpose behind which was to make humanity prosperous and peaceful. The German philosopher Gottfried von Herder once said, the origin of mankind can be traced back to the India where the human mind got its first shape of wisdom and virtue. From the intricate layout of the Harappan cities to the existence of the iron pillars in India, it is clear that the indigenous technology in India was extremely sophisticated. These include design and planning of water supply, transport flow, natural air conditioning, complex masonry, and construction engineering. The search for peace and true knowledge, both spirituality and scientifically, remain the basic DNA of ancient Hindu civilization. Hindu places of worship are temples whose architecture is another science. Now let's take a look at why we should visit temples. Magnetic and electric waves are constantly moving inside the earth. When we build a temple, architects and engineers choose land where these waves abound. The main idol is placed in the center of the temple. This place is almost called Sanctum Sanctorum. They build the temple and then set up an idol, the worship of which is known as Pran Pratishtha. The idol should be placed where the magnetic waves are very active. During the erection of the idol, some copper plates are buried under the statue. Vedic writing was engraved on the plates. These copper plates absorb magnetic waves from the ground and radiate to the surrounding area. Therefore, if one visits the temple regularly and moves around the idol clockwise, his body absorbs these magnetic waves and increases the positive energy needed for a healthy life. Let us now understand the scientific way of ritual and spiritual practices. Why not eat food during eclipse? During an eclipse, the moon or the earth obstructs the sun. So, the wavelength of the ultraviolet radiation and blue light does not reach the earth enough. This increases the levels of bacteria in the food. Consuming the same food can lead to disease. Therefore, our sages advise not to cook or eat food during this time. Why do Indian brides wear rings? In Indian culture, brides are required to wear a ring. In the Indian tradition, wearing a silver ring on the second toe has been practiced for thousands of years. It is a symbol of a woman's marital status and also of its social significance. In Sanatana Dharma, unmarried girls do not wear rings. This practice is still followed today. Now, it's time to conclude our topic with meaningful Sanskrit sloka. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. Outer world is full and divine consciousness. Inner world is also full with divine consciousness. From the fullness of divine consciousness, the world is manifested. Because divine consciousness is non-dual and infinite, Om, peace, peace, and peace. So friends, if you like the video, please comment and subscribe to it on the YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get regular updates on my new video. Thank you very much. This is your friend Usmakar Pant signing off.